Modern Horizons 3 apparently is only that in name. This set is not what players were expecting, and it's starting to look like it's going to get a lot worse. So Wizards of the Coast is going to go ahead and ruin another product line. Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here. Thank you again for hanging out with me on my channel today. And a reminder before we start today's video that if you enjoyed the content, if you liked hanging out with the Moxman, all you need to do is like and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get on to Modern Horizons 3, Commander Masters 5, whatever they think this product is, that it's really not, because the label on this product does say Modern Horizons 3. I know. Don't worry. You're looking at it like I am. You're looking and saying, well, yeah, it's a modern product. It's meant for the modern format. I know you'd like to think that. But Wizards of the Coast, they want to give you something else. They want to package it like it's chocolate. But inside, nah, it's raisins. Just a bag of raisins flattened out and compressed in. You're going to get raisins and you didn't even know it. Now, what I mean by that is more of these spoilers for the game are showing up for Modern Horizons 3, and the spoilers and the cards we are seeing do not really seem geared to the modern format at all, do they? It looks more and more like Wizards of the Coast is taking the name Modern Horizons, which is an amazing name. It has been well received. Modern Horizons did very well. Modern Horizons 2 sold and was thought of very well by the player base, by stores, by LGS, by distribution. They got the name. And now they've gone ahead and packaged this name again. And they've given us Modern Horizons 3 in name only because although we're seeing a sprinkling of modern cards and reprints of modern cards, more and more the power cards in this set seem geared to Commander. Now, the reason I know it's geared to Commander is I have all these people commenting on the channel, sending emails saying, well, these cards look amazing. These cards are going to be fantastic. I can't wait to put this into my, yeah, you guessed it, into my Commander deck. This is going to fit in this Commander deck. This is going to fit in this Commander deck. No one says I'm going to put this in my Modern deck. No one says this is going to change the Modern format and it's going to get crazy. No. And for all those players out there who were hoping to get some spicy new Modern cards, I feel sorry for you. I feel like this bait and switch stuff that Wizards of the Coast likes to do is another cog in the wheel that they've wrecked. We've seen this before. When they gave us Commander Masters, it was very good. Went over very well, well received. Jeweled Lotus, anybody? Then they went ahead and they gave us Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate, which was basically supposed to be like a D&D set part 2. It was a very big set. There are some great cards in it, but it didn't nearly go over as well as they had hoped as a set. It didn't get received well. It got panned, and although the cards are increasing in value and there's still some desirability there, the overall market rejected it. It didn't like it, okay? And they killed off that brand. Then we went ahead and we've seen what's been happening with their Ultimate Master series. The amount of reprints they've given us has just killed the value of the secondary market, and they've just driven like big giant stakes into a vampire's heart, and it just can't move. It's immobilized. It can't do anything. So what do they have left? Well, what can we do? We need to build new IPs. We got to think this through. Come on, Chris, save us. You got rid of Cynthia. Work this out for us. Guys, I have a plan. Everyone liked Modern Horizons. Look at the sales of Modern Horizons 2. Remember when we sold Modern Horizons boxes for $200 Canadian? And we got away with $500 Canadian for that amazing Modern Horizons 2? We can do the same thing. But Modern isn't a really good selling format. So we need to get the Commander players on board. We need to actually make money for Hasbro so I can keep my job, keep my parachute going, and keep the money flowing in. How do we? We'll just put a lot of Commander cards in there. Players love Commander. It's the biggest format. It's almost like a techno virus taking over the entirety of Magic the Gathering at this point. And no other format really matters. The cash flow matters. Now here's the problem with that. They give us all these amazing cards that are going to fit in Modern Horizons 3 that are actually Commander cards. Those Commander cards are going to be sought after. They're going to be desirable. They are going to be cards that players want to play with. So the product's going to sell, especially the singles. I know so many players talking about how great the cards are, but they're going into commander decks. And the issue you're going to have is when everything is geared toward commander, when everything is the same, no one's going to really want to play it. When I can look at the new kind of, they're giving us all these new, like the Necro Goyf, and we've seen, all the new Goyfs in this set coming up. Good old Tarmogoyf, right? Remember the old ones from back in the day. But anyway, you look at those and you see the text. This one works on creature cards in this graveyard. This one works on this. This one works on this. Before you know it, this one gives first strike. This one gives trample. Seems like slivers. Seems like squirrels. Seems like soldiers. Seems like fairies. You see where I'm going with this? The more they branch out and don't actually try to improve the color wheel of the meta, which means they're not giving enough diversity to all these things to make them seem unique. They seem very much the same. Different artwork, same kind of abilities, same kind of stuff. The slivers were the first ones that really gave us that diversity, where we saw all these cards that could interconnect and make it seem crazy. And the original Commander format that I heard players talk about was there was no actual Commander cards, right? You just kind of made the format, you found the cards yourselves, and you wished yourself luck trying to build some 100-card deck. But now it's like a connect the dot. You don't have a Squirrel Commander? We'll build you one. You need more Squirrel cards to outfit your deck? Well, we'll just get those. Look, you can add one or two of the reserve list cards in there. Oh, you need some lands that can work with squirrels. How about Swarm Yard and stuff? Okay, we'll give you some more of those. Until you get around to make a picture of a squirrel, you can color the whole thing in, and there's your Squirrel Commander deck. But that same template now can be in the shape of a sliver. It can be in the shape of a soldier. It can be in the shape of a fairy, etc., and on, and yada, yada. That is not going to be good 5 years from now. It's not going to be good enough when everyone's got the exact same decks and nothing seems different. When that happens, you kill a format. When you don't expand and diversify by allowing things like standard, when you don't diversify and allow modern to continue to grow and evolve as an actual format unto itself, when everything has to be commander, that's when there's a problem. When everyone has to be the exact same, when the melting pot theory and stuff, where everything has to come down to the same thing, no. It's not going to work for a card game like this when everyone's playing the exact same deck. You need to change it up. Yes, they should have commander cards, but they need to have a commander format set that can be released just for those. Or better yet, how about you get rid of it for a while, Wizards of the Coast? How about you allow players to find cards in standard, find cards in modern or pioneer or some other formats that are actually being supported, and maybe the odd card could come down. Not so many cards that there's not a player I know who thinks these are going into modern. No one I've talked to. No player, no store owner, no LGS, nobody. They're basically calling this Commander Masters the new frontier. A new way of labeling Commander. That's not good. It's not good for anybody. It may look good to the guys at Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast. It's going to generate money, and that's what they care about. But they've done this before. When they overdo something, and they always seem to do it. They always seem to overdo it to the point where they kill it. It's dead. And that's why Joe can always been saying the last few videos, it seems like Commander's everywhere now, like a virus, expanding. But viruses run out of room. And when they run out of room, players are either going to abandon the format or get tired of playing what they have and take a break. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight. I'm not even saying it's going to take 2 or 3 years. There could be a decade in the making. But these sorts of things have happened before when the marketing teams of certain companies don't expand, don't continue to grow. When they become insular and they start building the same things that start curling in on themselves and there's nowhere left to go, that's when you have a problem. Now, I don't know if that would actually come to pass. All I know right now is the cards I'm seeing all look Commander geared. And the players I talk to, and I'm not saying there are thousands of players I'm speaking to, but 50, 60 players every couple of weekends, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people spending money. And I see people getting back into Standard, which I think is fantastic. I see Standard growing. That's good. Wizards of the Coast should support that. But Modern is not a dead format. Modern should be supported, and that's why it has the title Modern Horizons 3. It's one of their marquee formats that has been well received, and now it's not going to be. Because you can hear players bad-mouthing it and joking and snickering with me when they're having I say, what do you think about this set? Oh, it's great for my commander deck. It's great, Mox, man. This is going to be awesome. So you wouldn't play this in Modern? Pff, I'm not going to put these in Modern. I'm just going to pick up the singles I need. I'm going to wait for a few boxes here, a TCG order there. I'll get all the cards I need, man. It's going to be awesome. You can't fault them for that way of thinking. You can't fault them for that logic. They see it, even though it has a name, Modern Horizons 3. That's not what's being served up on the platter. You look at that and you see a hamburger and they say, no, it's duck. But it looks like a hamburger. Yeah, but it's duck. It's still a hamburger. Guys, tell me what you think. How do you feel about this product? What do you think Wizard of the Coast should do, if anything? Tell me I'm wrong. Put it in the comment sections. Share that conversation. I want to know how many people feel the same way I do, and how many people out there don't feel that way and think everything's just hunky-dory with the way Modern Horizons 3 is looking. Because I think we're in for a bit of a shocker the closer we get to release. If I'm proven wrong, awesome, but I think singles will definitely continue to rule the day, and I think it's been mostly Commander players, and by the way, they're only buying one of stuff, not four. Thanks again for hanging out, guys. Thanks for being here on the channel. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow with another video, and remember, shop smart. Shop as smart. All right, guys. Have an awesome day. Don't let anything get you down. Enjoy the game of Magic the Gathering. It is an amazing game. All right, guys. Have a great one. We'll see you tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back to the end of the video. No, this is not the beginning intro of a video. This is the end. This is where we get to see all the amazing patrons and YouTube membership members who support this channel day in and day out. Without their support, daily uploaded content would not be made. Sometimes you can't speak, man, but it wouldn't be made possible. Thanks again. I'll see you all tomorrow. Okay, we're here at the Ramble Jamble. You've made it to that special, warm, fuzzy place inside. Actually, it looks so dark back here. It's like the enter darkness here. Hold on. Let's get the fuzzy, warm background going. Let's get you guys some happiness where we feel like we're talking about stocks and bonds and ETFs and dividend yields and no, it's okay. We're all good. Guys, it doesn't look like this is going to go over the way people thought. I know some other stores have lower orders than normal. The price point still is upsetting a lot of players, especially if they're not Commander players. So I'll be curious to see what you guys think. I can't wait to see what the Discord's going to say. Those messages you guys send me privately through my email. It's great. It's great because it still gets the conversation of Magic going, and maybe if enough people kind of speak about it, it'll bring it to a larger channel's attention, and maybe that'll expand out like a bubble to see what other people feel. Anyway, thanks a lot for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out here, and I've got places to go, people to see, and it's a big storm outside, so got to deal with that. My dog is so afraid to go outside. He does not want to go out in that lightning. All right, guys, later. I clicked the wrong button. It was the wrong one. I clicked the background instead of the stop button. I'm going to stop it now.